Regnum Online is a fantasy MMORPG developed by NGD Studios, a game development studio located in Argentina. In addition to the usual character development present in other games of the genre, the game focuses on the conflict of three realms, in which players take part fighting against characters of opposing factions and capturing fortresses and castles aside from the usual player versus monster combat. The name Regnum means realm in Latin, and is also a tribute to one of the first games ever published in Argentina by some of the team members, which was named Regnum. It is abbreviated as RO or ROL, which in Spanish means roll, as in role-playing game. The game was officially released May 24, 2007. The game has more than 500,000 subscriptions and has received reviews in local newspapers, TV, and game-related websites. NGD Studios made a contract with Gamigo, a German gaming company, and opened a German server. Soon after, Gamigo added another German server to meet the demand for the game. Then at the end of 2009 opened a French server called Nemon. In 2009, United Games gained the exclusive rights for the Netherlands and Belgium, and a new server tier was opened, with Dutch as its official language. So the game is very widespread. Here's an overview. Players create characters as their avatars in a fantasy, medieval-themed, persistent virtual world. The first choice a player must face is selecting one of the three realms or nations: Alcius, icy home of the Empire Dwarves; Nordus and Uthgars; Ignis, the desert homeland of the Necromancer, Dark Elves, Humans, and Molochs; or Sirtis, the forest peaceful lands where elves, half-elves, and Alturans live. Sounds a lot like Dark Ages of Camelot setup. Once a nation is chosen, the player may create a character, up to 3 per account, and customize it by choosing race, gender, hairstyle, color, stature, etc. After choosing a realm and race, players go on quests and gain levels in the first 2 areas. After they have gained sufficient levels, they go to the third area, which is called the War Zone, though a specific level is not required. In the War Zone, players can work together in clans or parties to take over enemy forts and castles, or simply hunt down their enemies. Community. Since the game originated from Argentina, there are a lot of players who speak Spanish, but the game is slowly gaining momentum in the international community, and there are already several players from other countries. Depending on the time zone, players may find other players that speak Spanish, English, German, Swedish, French, Polish, and other languages. NGD Studios stated that they are planning on hiring a community manager that will turn it to help embrace their international community. There are officially 11 countries supported. As we said, the realms: Alcius, it's cold and icy for the dwarfs; Ignis, necromancer elves; Sirtis, green forest of peace and friendlier elves. Character gameplay. Regnum offers 3 playable classes in each realm, each with 2 subclasses, 1 offense, 1 defense, attainable on reaching a certain level in the base class and completed the required quests. However, certain races cannot play a certain class. For example, humans can play as a mage, archer, or warrior, but the dwarf class from Alcius can only choose the warrior or archer class. Characters from different realms have virtually the same possibilities, although as each realm has different races available. Once a character chooses a selected subclass, they will not be allowed to choose the other one, making the choice permanent. There are 5 attributes for the character. Attributes are the areas that define your character. They are the cliché strength, intelligence, dexterity, concentration, and constitution. There are 9 races to choose from, but is limited to 3 races per realm. The 3 main classes are warrior, mage, and archer. The warrior is a class that focuses on head-to-head melee combat. Subclasses are knight and barbarian. Archer. The archer is a class that focuses on range combat using short and long bows. Subclasses are marksman and hunter. Mage. The mage is a class specialized in range combat, dealing damage and supporting allies. Subclasses are warlock and conjurer. Quests. There are over 200 quests you can do in each realm. Along with many side quests, there are storyline quests that reveal things about each realm's past and the war between them. Quests reward players with experience, gold, and some items that they cannot obtain otherwise. There are also player versus player quests, which require the player to accomplish a certain task, such as killing X number of players from another realm, or holding X bridge for a certain amount of time. To make a clan, the player must have 2 million gold and have 8 people over level 15 in their party. This makes clans have some value to them. They must then go to the main city of their realm and search for a clan NPC, which will have the option to make a clan. Servers. Regnum Online offers the following servers: International, Gamigo, and Test Server.